Sports' John Chandler is where else? Philadelphia, with more on what comes next for the Mets. Hey, John.
And David and Natalie, I'm going to hit you with a little bit of breaking news right out of the gates here as we arrive in Philadelphia. We learn from the Mets that Kodai Senga will be their Game 1 starter here in Philly tomorrow to open the NLDS. Manager just confirming it a short time ago. That is a twist. Kodai Senga was their best pitcher last year, but he has been lost to injury for much of this season. So a little bit of drama, or should I say more drama, from these Mets who are quite accustomed to it, including the way last night finished. That big hit from Pete Alonso giving the Mets new life in these playoffs.
One swing. That's all that might have been left for Pete Alonso as a New York Met. This season came down to this one swing.
He did it! He did it! Pete Alonso with the most memorable home run of his career!
But free agency will wait. The biggest home run of Pete's life powered the Mets to a ninth-inning comeback. These Mets just keep swinging.
Man, just pure excitement. Pure excitement. I'm just so happy I could come through the team right there. Man, I'm just so excited.
And I saw it go over. I literally said, "Oh my God!" I was like, "This is happening. This is happening. We have the lead now."
We continue to believe. As a team, we've been punched and knocked down, and we continue to find ways to get back up.
This wild-card win felt improbable only to those unfamiliar with these Mets and their dramatic flair. Of course they would find more late-inning magic, clinching their first playoff series win since 2015's wild ride to the World Series.
We just saw one of the greatest games in Mets history.
Now it sets up one of baseball's greatest rivalries. Mets, Phillies, New York, Philadelphia. Two cities, two sides that bark and boast.
Doc Gooden leads off the inning, and he's hit, and he charges the mound.
They brawled their way through the 1980s and really rekindled their rivalry in 2006.
And he hits him.
By 2015, the Mets and Phillies were back at each other's throats, fighting over playoff spots, but never meeting in a playoff series until now.
Like you said, there's a lot of familiarity there, and they know me, I know them, and it's kind of this cat and mouse game at this point.
Just another added twist to this rivalry. Zach Wheeler, the former Mets pitcher, will be starting for the Phillies as their ace tomorrow in Game 1. He says no hard feelings for the Mets. That's what Zach Wheeler says. What he feels, well, come on now. Zach Wheeler's human, after all. He's going to have a little something extra, you figure, for the Mets. Hard feelings, that's what fuels this rivalry, and it should fire these teams up in this playoff series, their first ever meeting. Again, Kodai Senga starting Game 1 in a twist for the Mets. Surprise. David and Natalie, the Mets are full of them, aren't they?
Surprise indeed, John. Thank you. Also, tomorrow the Yankees begin.